I see a few carrots coming up underneath Mitch's polytunnel. I actually saw a carrot coming up. They work. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my tiny retirement. I'm Christine, and today, pardon the background noise, Mitch has the excavator out there working on the garden. So, in keeping with the theme, what is that all about? Anyway, in keeping with the theme, all things gardening, I got seed orders today. So I thought, I'm going to talk to you guys about some seeds. I'm going to be planting things, but I thought I want to talk to you guys about some of my favorite seed companies that I use pretty regularly. A lot of you will already be familiar with them. The first thing I like to do when I get them, because as you can see, I have a problem with seeds. These are all full. I have two. They're both totally full. I need a third one, which is probably coming. The first thing I like to do, because I keep them for a while, I don't plant them all every year, is I write the growing season that I get them. See? You see what I do there? I just write, it's probably backwards to you guys because I'm using my phone today, but I just write the year, because seeds, most seed, oh, I got a free one. Ooh, kale. Ooh, Nera di Toscana. Ooh, nice. All right, anyway, as I was saying, most seeds will keep. You don't have to get them and then just plant them right away and then think that if you don't plant them, they're no good, and you chuck them. With the exception of onions. I have never been able to grow an onion that was more than a year old. So, but most of them, like tomatoes, most of the tomatoes, I'm sure there are some exceptions, but like the tomatoes, the purple bumblebee, this is my absolute favorite. Oh my gosh, they'll last 3 years. I have planted tomato seeds that were probably 5 years old, and they grew. I don't remember what sort of quality I got, but anyway, like flowers, these will last 4 or 5 years. I've planted, I remember my friend Deborah gave me a packet of forget-me-nots because I was moving away, and I planted them here. Okay, I moved away in 1998, moved away from Maine. Mitch and I got married in mid-90s. When did we get married? I can't remember when we got married. Anyway, we got married, and then a couple years later, he was in the Coast Guard, he got transferred, and we went with our kids. She gave me forget-me-nots. I planted them here when we bought this land. 5 years ago, we bought this land, and I just scattered them around. And now it's so neat because I go along and I see these teeny tiny little forget-me-nots. So thank you, Deborah. I think of you a lot during this whole mess that's been going on. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Okay, so anyway, let me tell you about Baker Creek. You guys all know about Baker Creek. I've had amazing luck with them. Their customer service is fantastic. The quality of the seeds that I get from here, I have never been disappointed. Oh, and not a jalapeno. Ooh, I'm going to grow this. This is a jalapeno with no heat. I've never had that, but I thought I would give it a try. So I'm going to try these. I have some more Brussels sprouts because my Brussels sprouts that I have planted underneath Mitch's awesome polytunnels are going crazy. They're coming up through the ground. They're insane. We're going to have Brussels sprouts this year, I think, unless something happens. I have motherwort. I guess this is good for anxiety. I'm going to slip some of this into my mother's tea. Elecampin. Oh, we discovered this last year purely by accident. It came as a free packet from Baker Creek. They always throw in a free packet. It's amazing. And even when they say that there's 25 seeds, approximately 25 seeds, I almost always end up with 30, 40 seeds of something. So anyway, we discovered this last year as a free seed. It is so good. It has the flavor of cabbage and broccoli, kind of, that mix in there. Without the slugs. I had no slugs. I mean, I'm sure the slugs would find them, after a few years. But so I got 2 packages of those. We'll grow a lot of those. Toothache plant. I thought this would be fun with my granddaughter because it kind of numbs your mouth a little bit. So I grew that. And then, of course, the purple bumblebee cherry tomatoes. These are like just an explosion of flavor in your mouth. You know how you put a tomato in your mouth and your taste buds, like in your teeth, sit up straight and go, whoa, what did you just put in my mouth? In a good way. It'll be bad. And of course, calendula. They smell good. They keep pests and things away. And I also got another one. Another one I like is Am I Gardener. I got, let me show you their packaging. And I've already done the same. I've already marked that they're 2021. Am I Gardener is in Michigan. So he has a YouTube channel. I'm sure most of you already know that. This guy they are so speedy and so fast and knowledgeable. I have called once or twice because I didn't have a clue. I didn't know what I was doing. And I called and I was like, what do I do with these things? And they know everything. They're so helpful. I love it. About once a year, maybe twice. I don't know how often they do it, but they have this sale that you get seeds just like this, and they're 99 cents. 99 cents. Okay, I probably should have told you this. Let's go back to Baker Creek for a second. I find them to be a bit pricey sometimes, but it's also and when I say a bit pricey, I'm comparing to Walmart prices. I'm not comparing to other notable greenhouses and nurseries that you would buy from online or mail order or whatever. I'm talking just like around here. If I went into, I don't know, the feed store and they had seeds. But let me also add the caveat that you get what you pay for. And you won't be disappointed. Am I Gardener? I got some triple crop tomatoes. I'm going to start. Little tomato tomatoes. Again, that burst of flavor. And they say there are 25 seeds in here. Approximate seed count. I can guarantee I'm going to open this and there'll be 30, maybe 35 seeds. Chadwick cherry. I've never grown that. Large red cherry. Tabasco. Mitch has this dream of doing his own Tabasco sauce. He is a fiend for hot sauce. And then I have some lettuce. Because you know what? Once I got organized, even though I have a lot of seeds, I realized I didn't have nearly what I thought I had. Like the purple lady bok choy that I showed you. I could have sworn that I ordered 4 packages of that. I don't know if I'll plant that many, but when I buy 1 packet of seeds, I usually buy 2 or 3. I had none because I only had them last year, but I thought, last year for the first time, but I thought I had a lot of them. So, get yourself organized. Let me show you what I've got. Let me show you how I do this. Do you see that? Cucumber, I write right on the end. You can do a label or whatever you want. This is fine for me. I didn't have nearly the new cucumbers that I thought I had. because, hello, because I thought I had all kinds of cucumbers. Well, they were really, really old. And when I say old, I mean 10 years old, that I have moved probably from our first house in Maine back in the 90s when we first got married. Those are old seeds. Now you can get this. You can get these right on Amazon. That's where I got it. It was a little pricey, I thought. But considering how obsessive I am about my seeds, to me it was an investment well worth it. I didn't tell Mitch how much I paid for it. It was like $52 for one of these. And then I realized I filled it up like that. I thought, oh, one will be enough. That'll keep me forever. I turned around and I bought a second one and I filled that up. This one is also very full, and I am seriously thinking I may need a third one, for that room to grow. Because we all know that we will. We all know that we'll grow our seed collection. So summer savory, tarragon, nasturtium, columbine. Oh, I got some of these beautiful. These are the long filet beans. They're tender. They're delicious. Borage. Bee balm. Look at this bee balm. It's like a almost iridescent white. Isn't that cool? Okay, so those are some of my favorites right here. These are usually my go-to. My big favorite, let me see if I can find. I have a couple of local folks that I really like. Let me see. One of them is Fedco. Let me see. Is Fedco, and it is in Clinton, Maine. But these guys are all over the. Look at that! I didn't even put it back correctly. Oh, here we go. There must be something in here. One is, anyway, Fedco, back to them. They have, they do trees. They have unusual trees, apple trees, fruit trees, things that you can't find. Usually, if I am looking for a specific fruit tree, like, for example, Mitch was looking for Caucasian mountain spinach. And he wanted that because he wants to naturalize it up in the back acreage. He wants spinach, wild spinach. It grows in a vine, and he wants a food garden, a literal food garden, so that we can go and forage and just the novelty of it. We have food growing everywhere. While a lot of nurseries and seed places will carry them, at the time I was looking for them, the only place I found that had them in stock was Fedco. So there's one example. Another example. I am dying to have a russet apple tree. Now, a russet apple is not the same skin as the shiny red, the beautiful red or green or whatever skin. The beautiful one that you see in all of the artwork and the paintings, the bowl of fruit. You're not going to see a russet apple in a bowl in a painting. A russet apple has a fantastic flavor, but the skin is more like a russet potato, and hence the name russet. It's not shiny. Well, imagine a potato, and that's the skin, a russet potato. And that's the skin. Some of them are golden, and some, I think there might be a brownish one or a reddish one. I'm not sure. But at any rate, I couldn't get one this year because I put my tree order in, my fruit tree order in too late. But I'm getting it next year because it is a very rare apple. And there's another one that I couldn't get, and I forget the name of it. I want to say Baldwin, but I don't think that's it. If I can remember, I'll put a a splash blurb up here if I can remember what it is. And if I can't remember, then you won't see a splash blurb here. But they're very rare here in New England. There are not many trees yet left, and they actually were thought to be extinct. And lo and behold, someone found the DNA, found a couple of really old apple varieties out in the woods, hiking, doing whatever. I don't know how they found it. And they tested the DNA, and it was this apple tree. So there are not many out there. So just for the sake of conservation and for saving, the old stuff, the old things, the old ways, they were replaced by the Macintosh apple. And, Macintosh apple is good. But it's so ubiquitous now that there's not really a lot special about it to me. Did you see that? I just got dive bombed by a chickadee. So anyway, Fedco in Clinton, Maine. This is Detroit dark red beets. If you're looking for it, they have it. They have a huge catalog, and it's kind of like an old-timey, cartoony-looking catalog. And if you get the chance, instead of just going online, get the catalog. Ask them to send you their catalog. They have trees, they have potatoes. I got our potatoes through there, the Kennebec potatoes. I got those through them. They have so much more information in the catalog, or maybe it just seems like it to me because I sit there and read them like a novel. So there's what Fedco packaging looks like. So if you see these in your gardening store, grab them. And plus, I like to support local. So I generally will go to my Fedco first. Then there's another one, Pine Tree Garden Seeds. Pine Tree Garden Seeds. They're in New Gloucester, Maine. I am dying to go and see what these guys are all about. It seems to me that they are a small operation, a small, maybe family owned, I'm not sure. But I have heard amongst discussions amongst my gardening friends that their variety, the things they offer, don't make sense. For the size of their operation, what they offer for seeds doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense. So I am going to try to get, these guys are both of these, Fedco and Pine Tree Garden Seeds. They're both about an hour from me. So I am hoping at some point here in my lifetime to set up a visit to go see both of them when our governor decides to lift the restrictions that are going on right now. My area is suffering big. In fact, I just recently lost a personal lifelong friend. But we won't get into that. And then the other one that I like is seedsnow.com. And why I like them is they send you samples. You can order samples for like $1.99, and they will send you samples. They're pretty much, I think, for bulk growers, and that's why they call these samples. And you get, Mitchell. You get like 25, 30 seeds in one of their starters. So, and sometimes they'll send you these little kits with the little, the little peat moss disc that you put water on. And let's see, what else? What's my other favorite one? Okay, so we talked about Baker Creek, Am I Gardener, Fedco, and Pine Tree Seeds, and seedsnow.com. There is another one that I'm going to be trying out. Martha's Garden Seeds? I don't know. I'll find that one too and put the name right here. And all of these names and how to contact them and everything, I'll put down in my description too. So have no fear. You don't need to go grab your pen. All right. So I'm going to plant some of these seeds now and water the rest of everything and then go see what Mitch is up to again. Catch you guys later.